Hey everyone, it's June 2026 and the tech landscape is feeling heavy. Between AI driving up the cost of basically everything and the constant battle to keep our open source tools from being swallowed by regulations, there's a lot to cover. First up, a sliver of good news. California lawmakers just amended the Digital Age Assurance Act, and they've included a carve-out for open source operating systems. They're exempting things like Linux and FreeBSD from those mandatory identity checks at the OS level. We've seen a lot of community pushback on this, and it looks like it paid off, but I am going to need to hit you with a reality check. Amendments have also been proposed for browsers to carry out the age checks, so in practice, this hasn't really gone away. There is also the issue that if a particular website is required to ask for your age, and they don't get your age signal from either the OS or the browser, then the site might block you if you are in affected jurisdictions. Moving over to software. Flathub is making a massive move to protect the quality of the Flatpak ecosystem. They are officially banning apps that are built using AI-generated or AI-assisted code, documentation, or content. Some people are going to call this anti-innovation, but I can't blame Flathub, as they are trying to protect themselves from unproven developers who submit vibe-coded apps and who don't truly understand what the code does under the hood. It's clogging up the volunteer review process and making it impossible for real developers to get their work seen. The ban is strict. It covers everything from the source code to the build scripts and even the metadata. There are exceptions for established, well-maintained projects that already use AI, but for new submissions, you better be writing your own code. And I'm here for it. Quality over quantity every time. In the desktop space, KDE is doing some serious housekeeping. They've restructured their build process to use KDE Builder, which makes them less dependent on specific distros and speeds up compilation. They've also been pruning some modules that were causing secure boot headaches. And for the X11 crowd, the sunset is coming. KDE is officially targeting version 6.8 to phase out X11 support in favor of Wayland. Most of you have already made the jump. 95% of Plasma 6.6 users are already on Wayland. Okay, let's talk about the part that actually hurts our wallets. AI is no longer just a software trend. It's a massive economic force that is driving up the price of hardware. This has been a right pitta for all of us. Because large-scale AI infrastructure needs insane amounts of memory and storage, the supply chain is being squeezed. We're seeing the fallout in everything from handhelds to microcomputers. The Steam Deck OLED is a prime example. Despite being back in stock, the 512GB model has seen a price jump from $549 to nearly $790. And if you were waiting for the Raspberry Pi 6, don't hold your breath. It's been delayed until at least 2028. Why? Because the cost of LPDDR4 DRAM has essentially increased 7 times over the last year due to AI chip demand. It's getting harder and harder to build affordable, entry-level hardware. I should point out the irony of me using an AI voiceover for these news. I do like AI for some applications, when people have a say on how they are using it, and I would happily get on with my life if AI development stopped tomorrow. In this case, I use it for privacy and clarity, but I also try to use local AI as much as possible. I'm using my graphics card with a sprinkling of solar power. You would have never been able to get your hands on this baby because it was already busy rendering Darktide and suffering through all the Ogren grenade spam way before all this started. Back to the news, the high-end hardware is getting crazy. NVIDIA just unveiled the RTX Spark Superchip. It's built on the Blackwell Foundation and packs up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory. While it's marketed for Windows, NVIDIA confirmed it's going to work great on Linux, targeting mobile AI computing. Intel is also stepping up with their Arc G series chips for handhelds, based on the new Panther Lake architecture. And if you're looking for a new laptop, Dell has you covered. They've announced a new XPS 13 to compete with the MacBook Neo. It's super light, only about 1 kilogram, and starts at a price of $699 or $599 for students. Though there is a but. The entry-level model only comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM. And while macOS seems to handle 8 gigs just fine on the MacBook Neo, the consensus on Reddit and among tech experts is that Windows 11 is going to struggle. I say, just slap Linux on it. Problem solved. Before we go, a few quick hits. NixOS 26105 is out, bringing systemd into the initial boot stage. Rocky Linux 10.2 is playing it safe with a new optional security repo to fix security issues faster than its upstream if needed. And NVIDIA's new 610 driver is a massive win for Wayland users, adding native HDR support. Just make sure you're on kernel 6.19 or higher. That's it for today. The tech world is moving fast and it's getting expensive, but there's still plenty of room to build, tinker, and stay independent. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. Watch out for the next video, where I will be talking about my experience with Fedora and one other distro. Thanks for listening this far. Sarayan out.